Hello and good morning. Welcome to Leave It Love. So I'm gonna just go into the Return to Senders because I know I was talking a lot. I made a long video. The video is like it's almost an hour, and I was just talking about all this shit, and I'm just like, you know what? That's why I cleanse. That's why I cleanse and remove energy, and I do the return of senders. The purpose of the return of sender is to return the energy back to whoever put it out there. It's like wherever the energy is coming from, you don't have to know who is doing the work. You don't have to know. It's like it's a return of sender. Return of sender, all you need to know is how to write return, return, return. That's first word. Second word, to. Third word, sender, sender. Once you know how to write that, you're fine. You can make a return of sender. You don't need black salt. They're burning through completely. Before there used to be residue there. Now there's no residue. It's like everything is just going through. It's like, yo, they getting it. They are getting the energy that they put out is going back to whoever put it out there. It's not my problem what happens to people that want to sit here and play in black magic. That is not my problem. I'm not gonna be stuck. I'm not gonna be able, how do you say, like they want you to be all the way fucked up and they want all these problems. No, I'm not gonna be stuck. I know I spray my splash excessively. I spray it because the splash, it helps to ward away the evil. I spray it. I done sprayed it in my last video like three times. I'm like, yo, this evil is not gonna affect my life. I'm not gonna be ruined. I'm not gonna be destroyed. I am moving forward. I have so much stuff to do. So much goes on, and it's just like, oh my god. And then it's like people come from all over just doing stuff, and I'm just like, I can't sit here and put names on this. It's everybody that's out here doing evil. It's like, you know what? I could do a return of Sunday, and I could send the energy back. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send the energy back to you, and it's gonna be stuck to you, and you're gonna be all the way fucked up, and I'm gonna be like, oh well, that's not my problem. Not my problem. That's my problem. They all the way fucked up. You see what I did there? I just wrote return to sender. Return to sender. That's all I wrote there. Got a little piece of hair in there. Return to sender. That's all I did right there. That's all I'm going to do. You don't have to add black salt. You don't have to do that. I do it. I do it because I make black salt and I have it available. I know what the black salt is used for. Black salt is used to get rid of evil. These people out here doing evil, wicked things. I'm like, oh my God. That's what I'm always cleansing. I'm always cleansing. And I'm removing that energy. I'm like, oh hell no. No, 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 no. I am not gonna be fucked up. You know? I I wrote return sender in there. I add the oil. The only reason I add oil in there is because I don't want it, well, the black salt is dry. So when I put the oil, it just makes it easier to stay lit. I'm light it and give it the command of a return of sender. It's like, what do you want your candle to do? What do you want it to be? I want it to be a return of sender. Let's return all this energy back to whoever is putting it out there. You don't need to do a whole bunch at one time, but you know, the more you do at one time, the stronger the return of sender will be. But it's returning, it's removing the energy, the spell work from yourself, from your life. Is removing it from you, you know, and you're just sending it back to whoever put it out there. This is spell work. This is candle work. Yes, it's going to be bad for whoever is doing the negative work. Nothing is going to happen to the person doing the return to sender if you're innocent in a situation. I would not advise anyone playing in black magic to do a return to sender. Return to senders are for innocent people. Return to senders returns evil back to whoever's doing it. Who's doing the evil? It's gonna go back to them. It's gonna stick to them. It's going to hurt them. It's gonna hurt them worse than it ever. Whatever they wanted for you is gonna happen to them, but worse. And I'm just like, I'm a problem. They should have never did this shit. I know how to get rid of it. I know how to cleanse myself. I know how to return it back to them, and it's just gonna be bad. But and that's how you know who did it, because all these bad things are gonna start happening from one day to the next day. All this stuff is happening. Why? Why is all this stuff happening? It's because they've been doing negative work. And the negative work that they have been doing is backfiring on them. It's sticking to them. It curses them worse than what they ever wanted to do to an innocent person. Do your return to senders and don't care what happened to these people. That's not your problem. That is not your problem. That's not your worry. And that is not your stress, you know? It's bad. It's always going to be worse for the person doing the spell work. That's not my problem. Leave it love, stay positive, vibe high, and get you some tea lights. Get you some tea lights and return that energy back to whoever put it out there. Like, you know what? I rebuke all this energy and they could keep it. They could keep that energy. That's not my energy. Leave it love. Bye.